Tonight, everybody out of the water!
Show me the shark!
Sharks are gonna chomp,
Hang on!
bite, ravage,
There it is!
even walk on land. With all new Kickin' It, all new Mighty Men, and all new Lab Rats. We're going to die! Ooh, this night's got some... Bite!
Show me the shark!
Shark! It all starts tonight at 6, only on Disney XD.
Crossovers. I can't fucking talk like this.
Try harder.
I already have a video about crossovers out, but I can't help it. I fucking love crossovers. Seeing your favorite show's characters interact with each other alone is just so cool. But in my Pants on Fire video, I said, I'm just obsessed with branding for some reason. Now, what did I mean by this? I meant advertising. Like, for example, weird ads. I love watching Lost Media videos and seeing that there was just like some shit like a Star Wars One Piece ad that we'll probably never see. But I feel like I have so much responsibility if I bring up anything relating to Lost Media, because what if my brain just like made that shit up? Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Today's video is about Disney XD cross-through episodes. If you don't know what a cross-through is, some examples include Cartoon Network's Invasion. Mr. Nostalgia included one in his Disney Multiverse video about a heat wave. That video is amazing. You guys should go watch it after you watch this, because holy fuck, I'm dying right now. I'm dying for your guys' amusement. Other examples include the Wish Got a Miss weekend that saw Hannah Montana, Zach and Cody, and Corey in the house all have a Be Careful What You Wish For style episode, which was also available on DVD for some reason, which means that it's got to be official. It's got to be an official crossover. Unfortunately, Show Me the Moon Day never got a DVD. Cheap fucks at Disney couldn't produce one. And probably the most popular cross-through event is the Cleveland show Family Guy and American Dad Hurricane. And it's the main event featured on the cross-through TV trope section. So today we're covering 2 Disney XD event nights under the programming block of
Show me the Monday!
On Disney XD.
These were my fucking shit, alright? Even as a kid in Australia that didn't have these advertisements, this is how I knew a lot of new episodes of like Lab Rats and Mighty Med were coming out. And it's also how I realized that the Gravity Falls golf episode premiered as the same night as Despicable Me, for some reason. But some of these pissed me the fuck off. Like, we're gonna watch this one, I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna talk over it with you guys. I know damn well some of this shit never happened in the history of these fucking shows. Like, what is that fucking eagle? What is she wearing? Where did those tigers come from? Why the fuck does Steve the llama look like that, and why does he have a chain? Whose fucking idea was this shit? It looks ass. We're only covering 2 of these because these were the times they made more of an effort to actually make it feel like an event, compared to the usual Show Me the Monday, which was just like new episode premieres. So without further ado, let's jump into our first event, Show Me the Shark.
Show me!
It's foggy out here.
Show me! Show me! Show me!
Look at me! I'm a shark! I can poop in the ocean!
Show me! Show me! Show me! Show me! Show me! Show me! Shark! Shark! Booyah! Show me the shark!
Who's the relentless killing machine?
It's a shark infestation. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sharks are gonna chomp,
Hang on!
bite, we're going to die, ravage,
There it is!
even walk on land.
He looks different.
Sharks are coming! With all new episodes. All new Shark Attack action. Ninja Shark Tripping Ball. Your weekends are totally gonna bite. Hard.
Show me the shark!
It all starts Friday, July 18th, only on Disney XD.
Wow, they really should put more effort into the shark.
Don't be afraid. It's only a little shark.
They had way more advertising behind this one than the next one we're gonna cover. Like, I found a behind the scenes spot, and the cast of the shows just yelled sharks at the top of their lungs. So you can tell that they cared a little bit about making this feel like an event. This is actually much bigger than I thought, because I found a 1-minute video, and it shows that one of the featured programs in this spot is Finding Nemo. For the sake of the video, I don't think there's much need in reviewing this. I think I'll just stick to my slightly more obscure but decently popular shows. I also don't want to get copyrighted by Pixar. Also, 4 months prior to the airing of Show Me the Shark, like almost to the day, Disney XD aired Shark Boy and Lava Girl, which is the missed opportunity of the century. I know I haven't explained what this really was at all, because I assumed it was pretty obvious, but it was all about shark-themed episodes, which I put very likely because that barely comes to play into some of these, and by some of these, I mean Crash and Bernstein. Crashed and Bernstein is a show about a boy named Wyatt Bernstein, who lives in a house of girls since his dad is a traveling photographer. And for his birthday, he travels with his sisters to build a bear and makes a doll that comes to life, which they don't even bother to explain, and I kinda fuck with it.
How'd you come to life?
I don't know. How did any of you come to life? The world is full of miracles.
There's also Mr. Polos, the building that they live in's handyman, and there's also Pesto, Wyatt's best friend. Also, randomly when writing this script, I had like a panic attack in the middle of writing this section, and like, I would not let it happen. I refused to die talking about fucking Crash and Bernstein, alright? Also, I talked to my friend in this section, and I think we finally did it. We found Crash and Bernstein's one singular fan. The episode is titled Escape to Bigfoot Island, and it's about Wyatt receiving a camera from his dad and wanting to take some photos. So he goes on a little fishing trip out on a lake with Pesto, Mr. Polos, and Crash. In other news, the little sister is played by McKenna Grace, so anything I said negative about this show is removed. The best Disney XD show that ever existed.
Y'all are gonna let him talk to me like this? This is crazy.
Wow! The horse is watching.
What horse?
You know, yep.
The only part of this episode that actually involves a shark is one scene when they go out to fish and they see a lake shark. So they row off to Bigfoot Island where Crash cooks the boat for wood fire, and they find who they think is Bigfoot, but is just like a regular guy who's played by Patrick Star.
I'll cut off your nutsack and nail it to my door!
Who Mr. Polos shoots with a poison dart, which offends him, and he rows off the island without helping them. You're probably thinking, how do they get off the island? Are you thinking that?
No. Yes.
Crash eats peppers and sends literal flares out his ass. The end. And the silence in the audience speaks volumes about the quality of this show. Notice how I summed up the whole episode and the shark came into play for less than half a sentence. When back home, Patrick Star comes and shoots both Mr. Polos and Crash with a poison dart, but like, how does that work? He's a doll. He doesn't have any muscles to paralyze. I give this episode 1 out of 5 blah Hodges, not enough shark.
The Petko Patreon. Laugh with Petko.
We're just gonna let the wolves out. What the f is that haircut?
Sing with Petko. The Petko Patreon. Only $4.99 USD a month.
What's the best part about Show Me the Monday?
I'm gonna go with jetpacks.
Yup. And we also have a brand new episode of Kickin' It, next on Disney XD.
Monday nights, an eerie darkness will cover the moon, and the power of the eclipse will transform Show Me the Monday into Show Me the Monday. Many believe eclipses have bizarre effects on people. We may never know for sure, but the freakish effects it will have on brand new episodes of Kickin' It, Mighty Men, and Lab Rats will be hard to ignore. Discover Invasion of the Ghost Pirates. Awaken to Night of the Living Nightmare. Prepare for the Principal from Another Planet. Show Me the Monday. Brand new Monday night at 8/7 Central, only on Disney XD.
And now back to the show. Part of Show Me the Monday on Disney XD.
The next episode is Kicking It's Tightroping the Shark. I never gave this show enough credit as a kid. Whenever it came on, I'd usually just switch the channel to Nickelodeon or something. But I have watched Mr. Nostalgia's video on it, so I'm basically an expert. This is a season 4 episode of the show, the season that Olivia Holt, who plays Kim, left to go on another Disney show, I Didn't Do It. But I think she's actually in like quite a few season 4 episodes still. And Kicking It is a show about the Wasabi Warriors, a dojo group.
Thousands of years ago, the Emperor could have stood right here, leaned out over the edge of the wall and yelled,
张牙舞爪.
With Jack, played by Leo Howard, being the undisputed GOAT. He wipes the whole of the Cobra Kai-verse. He is the main character. Milton, whose whole character is nerd, and there's also Jerry, and his entire character is the Jerry Shuffle and nothing else. There's also Rudy, who is the irresponsible adult character that every Disney show needs for some reason. The episode starts with the show's main character, Jack, and main nerd Milton, who have made a giant teeter-totter, which is different from a seesaw. You see,
according to a subreddit dedicated to learning English, a seesaw is attached from the top and saws, think of a saw tool. It goes back and forth rather than up and down. While a teeter-totter is attached on the bottom and kids can go up and down on it.
This is the last sentence I typed before walking away from this script to go graduate from high school, which is, that's how long these videos are in production for.
Saws also do go up and down.
Well, I blame the Reddit people. Rudy comes around wanting to have a go on it, but the boys don't let him, explaining that this is the device used by one of their favourite stuntmen who they have tickets to go and see that weekend, Spanky Danger. An obvious reference to Henry Danger. So Milton and Jack test it out, but Milton can't seem to get it up for Jack. Jack attributing this to the fact that Milton is scrawny. Meanwhile, Jerry enters the scene and gets rejected by a girl named Taylor and tells the boys that he gets rejected all the time, but this one specifically hurts. Hold on to that information, that will be important later. Meanwhile, Jack and Milton swap sides, and Jack launches Milton into the air in a stunt that should definitely fucking kill him. That's what you get for being named after Milton. Fucking shithole. The 0 people that live in Milton and watch this video are gonna be fucking pissed that I said that. Later that day, the boys run into Spanky at their local bowling club / diner and ask for his autograph. When he starts signing it, they notice he has an abnormally large and strangely discolored thumb.
Yeah, I took a spill in Iowa. Took me to a veterinarian. Didn't save the thumb, but got me a cow udder. Sorry about that. I wouldn't milk this morning.
There's so many implications to this, alright? How is there milk coming from that thing? What's its source? And did he spray Jack with his jacular? During this conversation, Spanky also agrees to give the boys VIP tickets to his show that weekend. Meanwhile, Jerry is still trying to get Taylor to like him by volunteering to feed the pelicans at the aquarium. Aquarium reference, shout out Haley. Taylor calls out Jerry because he's only doing this for her and reveals that the pelicans are probably going to be shipped off because the aquarium has spent a lot on opening a new bull shark tank and they can't afford to upkeep the pelican habitat. Hold on to that information, it will be important later. We then cut to Rudy, Jack, and Milton walking into the dojo, where Jerry has kidnapped the pelicans and set them up in there. Taylor very quickly finds this out and leaves to go get the aquarium pelican handler. Is that a real job title?
Yes.
Yes? Specifically pelican handler?
There's a handler for every animal.
Okay. I literally typed in the script, do they have a specific type of animal, like, handler in every animal?
Yes.
No wonder they're running out of fucking money. Spanky then comes in and gives the boys their tickets he agreed to give them earlier. And this gives Jerry the idea to ask Spanky to tightrope the shark as a fundraiser to save the pelicans and not get them shipped off. He agrees to this, and we then see Spanky at his show. Not the fundraiser, the one that he gave Jack and Milton VIP tickets to. Somehow Jerry is also in the box. They don't explain that because he only had 2 tickets. Jack and Milton are shit-talking Jerry, saying he could never do any of the tricks that Spanky does. And Spanky walks out with fucking rocket boots, like literal nitrous-powered rocket boots, on some nonchalant Michael Jackson concert shit. So Spanky, instead of taking off, walks behind the curtain and immediately out again. And then he lifts off. He just flies casually. And they all act like this is a normal thing that they see every day. Meanwhile, Jerry has snuck up on stage to have a go at using the rocket bike, which he fucks up and sends flying into the curtain that comes crashing down, revealing Spanky eating a sandwich behind the curtain.
Spanky's a fake!
We'll be right back to the show.
Part of Show Me the Monday
On Disney XD.
Next on Show Me the Monday, it's the super secret superhero doctors.
Yeah, I want to pretty much eat, drink, and breathe superheroes.
A brand new Mighty Med is next on Disney XD.
Interview with the Tiny Shark. You know sharks can smell fear, and you smell delicious.
Thank you.
Interview with the Tiny Shark.
Show Me the Shark starts tonight at 6/5 Central on Disney XD. And now back to the show.
Part of Show Me the Monday
on Disney XD.
After the commercial break, the boys and Spanky get chased to the dojo, where he reveals he hasn't always been a fraud, but only started after one landing where he ended up getting so mangled that the people around him couldn't recognize him, and he ended up in the hospital for 3 weeks, and Jesus, this is a Disney show. How did it get this dark? After that, he lost his courage, and he's been hiding behind a stunt double since. Until the boys hype him up for the fundraiser the next day, and if I was Spanky, There's no way you could convince me to do that shit. In fact, I would have retired the second that accident happened. I'm not fucking Rod Kimball. I'm not trying this shit. At the aquarium, Milton welcomes the crowd, telling them the show will begin shortly. But Spanky texts the guys, telling them that he's still scared, so he won't be coming. So Jerry slips away from the group and attempts to tightrope the shark himself, which he actually does pretty well on, until he drops the pole into the water, which the sharks start munching on, so Jerry loses balance and grabs onto the tightrope. Where Jack is already on his way to get him, this motherfucker's fast as fuck, and Jerry starts grabbing onto Jack's body to get up. If you're watching the video, if you're watching this footage, this shit is impressive. Like, how does Jack not lose balance? This is actually like superhero level shit. I'm starting to be convinced that he's actually like superhuman and not a real guy. Taylor is impressed that Jerry was actually willing to risk his life to save the Pelicans. Then Sensei Rudy pulls up and kills himself while Jerry and Taylor go on a date. This is the last time we see her in the entire show. In the end tag, we see the gang pondering about what made Henry, Spanky, Drex, Danger not want to do the show anymore. And it's revealed that Rudy actually told Spanky it was too dangerous, making Rudy's death at the end of the episode feel justified. 3.5 blah Hodges out of 5. I don't know what about this, just I didn't fuck with. Next episode. The next episode to air after this was Mighty Med's Are You Afraid of the Shark? The title being an obvious reference to Shark Tales.
Guess that makes me Oscar. Come on, man. Get your game face on.
Would you believe me if I told you that I completely forgot to intro this section? Mighty Med is about Kaz and Oliver, two comic book lovers that accidentally stumble onto a secret superhero hospital. Kaz is the more laid back and cool one, and Oliver's the nerdy, tidy one. There's also Skylar Storm, a superhero who has lost all of her powers that Oliver also has a really creepy crush on. There's also Horace, the absolute GOAT! The GOAT! He's the best character. Yeah, I think that's it. The episode begins with Oliver telling Kaz how much he hates pets, and he pulls the immediate switch up when the Scuzz pull up. And for those of you that don't know Ball, and by Ball I mean Mighty Med, that stands for Skylar Huz, Kaz leaves after this immediately for the B plot, that doesn't fucking matter. Horace, the hospital's chief of staff, overhears this and approaches Oliver and Skylar with his tempered nephew Alan, asking if they'll babysit his pet dog while he goes to New York to meet with the head of the Mighty Med board. This part was really confusing to me. I don't know why. I thought Horace was always like the boss of Mighty Med. Anyway, after an absolute fire theme song sung by Adam Hicks of Pair of Kings Season 3 and How to Eat Fried Worms fame, we get to reveal that dog, spelled D-A-W-G, is the name of Horace's pet shark. Damn, wait, why has every episode we've covered today been about sharks? That's crazy. Horace wants Oliver to go in and feed dog a hand in a mangled cage. After Horace leaves, Skylar and Oliver get to shark sitting, where Oliver is immediately coming on too strong, too fast.
It's like we're married and we have a little one to look after. So you want to get out here and go to the movies?
I thought you'd be a lot more affectionate.
Sorry, so Stookums, you want to get out here and go to the movies?
If you think this is creepy, don't worry. He gets way creepier in the spin-off.
What you watching?
Just a video.
Is that me gargling mouthwash?
I'm a weird dude. We've been over this. I spend my precious time lurking in the shadows filming you, and this is how you treat me? I may have lost the contest, but at least I saved my 41-hour Skylar movie. Wait, 42. Forgot about this morning's nail clipping session.
Oh, is you making the Brutalist? No, nothing needs to be that long. Except that the Henry Danger retrospective, Oliver goes up to feed dog, but accidentally drops 2.1 kilos of shark snacks into the tank. Cause our specialist, what would that do to a shark?
Nothing, sharks don't have that.
What?
What?
Sharks don't have snacks?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
But if a shark was fed 2.1 kilos of shark snacks, what do you think would happen?
Depends on if it's laced or not.
Let's
a really high shark.
2.1 kilos
of snacks.
of food.
Yeah, it would be high as a fucking kite.
Because you're actually wrong. These snacks have the side effects of evolution if you accidentally feed the shark too much. So while Oliver and Skylar are figuring this out, the shark evolves and sneaks out the tank behind them. Skylar and Oliver go looking for him, which eventually leads them into the main hospital area, where Horace is there with the head of the Mighty Med Board, Dr. Bridges. So now they have to figure out how to devolve Dog while also sneaking behind Horace's back. They notice Dog coming into the medical area after he ate another doctor. Like, he literally just, like, ate the doctor. Like, we don't get shown it, but he burps out their, like, stethoscope. So this, like, show has a canonical kill count. He then travels across the room and tries to kill another employee, but we do see this one come back later with a neck cast, so only one death. Oliver and Skylar try to get help from Alan, who has telekinesis. So the plan is simple. Get some of the shark's DNA, rearrange its chromosomes, and inject its DNA back into it, which will apparently work. So Alan scrapes its DNA and immediately starts getting munched on until Oliver stands on business for the first and only time in the whole show and decks the shark in the face. What am I doing with my life? Skylar, Oliver, and Alan run into the aquatic genetic research room and barricade themselves in. But the door starts budging and Horace bursts through the door with Dr. Bridges, followed by the man shark who starts eating Dr. Bridges. So Oliver has a brain blast and realizes that they don't need to de-evolve him, but evolve him more. So Oliver chucks him another box of shark snacks, and this causes him to turn into a British man. Which means this show is saying that the natural genetic evolution of a shark is shark to man shark to British man wearing a shark skin suit. They evolved in millions of years, but they couldn't give him good dental hygiene.
Pardon me, but I have to floss. I seem to have something stuck in my teeth.
At the end of the episode, Horace reveals that he's actually been trying to evolve Dog for years, and Oliver did it in one day. So you're telling me that this man never tried feeding the shark a fuck ton of snacks? In the tag, Oliver shows Kaz a video of the events. Where did he get this from? Did he just, like, beg for security footage? 3.6 out of 5 blah Hodges. This makes no sense, but it's still better than Kickin It.
Even the next phase of human evolution eventually breaks down. You're watching Lab Rats, part of Show Me the Monday on Disney XD.
Our next episode is Lab Rats' cyborg shark attack.
The next generation of the human race is
Living in my basement?
Lab Rats is about a kid named Leo, whose mum has just gotten married to a billionaire scientist who's basically just this show's stand-in for Elon Musk. And he has 3 children with bionic chips implanted in their necks which give them special abilities. Adam is super strong, Bree is super fast, Chase is super smart, and also super unconscious sometimes. Fun fact, this episode is available in full for free on YouTube, uploaded by Disney XD themselves. I remember being so hyped for this episode when it was being promoted, watching it on my iPad back in the day, when Kiss Cartoon would still occasionally have those live-action Disney episodes on them. The episode starts with Adam, Chase, and Leo coming back from a shark movie. In this screening, Leo was apparently screaming the entire time.
Shark! Ah!
No, Chase, that's not right. It was more like...
He says he has trauma from when he was a kid, describing how he was bit by a shark at a beach that was a toy in a bathtub, but it still counts. The next day at school, Leo is inviting Janelle over. Janelle's basically just his love interest for the show that's like kind of irrelevant. Barely shows up in any episodes. Leo is inviting Janelle over to study for their CPR exam. And Janelle tells Leo that after they're done studying, she would love to go see Shark Beach.
I already saw it. 2 thumbs down.
Really? I loved it.
And 8 fingers up.
I would nitpick the fact that Janelle has already seen it and is going to ask to see it again, but I watched Deadpool and Wolverine twice in theaters, and like, I can't really complain. I saw Spider-Verse 2 3 times. Janelle loves sharks, saying they're really misunderstood, to which Leo has no backbone when talking to a girl, so he agrees. But also, why does Janelle like this movie? She clearly said she thinks they're misunderstood, but this seems like a Jaw type of movie where the sharks would have been represented as like evil and attacking the humans. So, not consistent. It's revealed that Janelle was in the same viewing as Leo.
I tried to see the movie again last night.
She says she tried to see it again, which means she wants to go watch this movie a 3rd time. Once again, source Across the Spider-Verse 3 times in cinemas. I really can't be talking. Janelle says she couldn't hear the movie the 2nd time around because she just so happened to be at the same showing that Leo was screaming his fucking head off the whole time. But before Adam and Chase can tell her that Leo was the screamer, he blames it on them too. The B-plot of this episode is following Donald and Bree pretending to be, Donald's the Elon stand-in. The B-plot of this episode follows Elon Musk and Bree pretending to be a family with Perry, their principal, who wants to get into a country club for some reason. They have to agree because otherwise Perry will tell the world about their secret, which she figured out in the season 2 finale. Blah, blah, blah. Just watch the show. It's fucking great. Down in the lab, Adam and Chase, but mostly Chase, are planning to get revenge on Leo with prototypes of robotic sharks that Mr. Davenport uses to guard an underwater facility he has. Fucking batshit insane. So when Janelle comes over, the lights go dark and the sharks come out. After fog. Lots and lots of fog. Leo goes downstairs and tells Adam and Chase to stop it right before they're about to release the other 2 sharks. So the boys go upstairs where Janelle has an eaten shoe and the shark is still running despite Chase saying he turned it off. But turns out they've malfunctioned and the on and off switch doesn't work. This is like the exact plot point of like every Jimmy Neutron episode, I think. Like something goes wrong with the device and they have to fix it. They just straight up Control-C, Control-V this shit. Adam says it's not a big deal because he knows exactly where the off switch is because he was just inside it. He just put his arm way up that thing earlier.
I was elbow deep in that thing for 2 hours.
But as he takes his first step, the CPR doll is dragged down and ripped apart by the shark. The head flies into the gang's hands and we cut to commercial.
We'll be right back to Lab Rats, part of Show Me the Monday on Disney XD.
In the beginning, there was Adam, too busy with no time for fun, until he cloned himself and made Adam number 2, and Winston, and Party Boy Adam, and Sensitive Adam, and finally, Perfect Adam.
Maybe you just don't know me well enough. Yet.
Will 6 Adams be too many for one town?
Ready or not, here I come.
Jace Norman stars as Adam, and Adam, and Adam, and Adam, and Adam, and Adam. In the new Nickelodeon original movie, Splitting Adam, on your day off from school, this President's Day.
And now, back to Lab Rats, part of Show Me the Monday on Disney XD.
Back at the house, everyone's up on the table because the shark has taken over the security system and Janelle is mad at Leo after Adam reveals that he was the actual shark screamer in the movie. So after a while of waiting, Janelle decides she's just gonna dip out, but then she gets surrounded by sharks after migrating to the couch. Turns out the other 2 sharks bit out of the bag and are now on the same team with the other shark. It's so over, they're all dead. This is the last episode of the show. That is until the power of male horniness takes over and Leo jumps into the fog and destroys the big shark, which automatically takes out the other 2. Adam and Chase go over to congratulate him, and for some reason, this is like a weirdly zoomed in shot. Like there's other shots from this angle that aren't this zoomed in. My guess is that a boom mic got in and they had to crop it. Leo turns around to reveal his shirt is entirely ripped from the shark and the episode ends. Unless you count the tag, but we don't talk about the one from this episode. 5 out of 5 blah Hodges. Yes, I'm biased. What are you gonna do about it? No, don't click off the video, please.
I'm Adam Hicks. Coming up next is Zeke and Luther on Disney XD.
Breaking it down
This President's Day.
Wonder how old Mrs. McCann is. She's looking a little rough these days.
Jace Norman will flirt.
She turns my legs into jelly.
What?
You're hot. What?
He might get hurt.
That his breath or shorts that smell so bad. Oh no.
When all he can do is
flirt, flirt, flirt. Please don't fart. Come on, don't fart, don't fart.
I love you, sis. Don't blow it. Flirt. Don't miss the brand new Nickelodeon movie event. President's Day. Everywhere you find Nickelodeon.
You're watching Zeke and Luther on Disney XD.
Before we get to our 2 animated show new episode premieres, I have to shout out the episodes that were not new episode premieres, but were also shown as part of the night. Starting with Zeke and Luther, Zeke jumps the shark.
Wait, don't tell me, dude, you won't believe what happened. Yes, no, maybe, don't forget that I'm...
Zeke and Luther is a show about Zeke and Luther, and it follows them and their quest to become professional skateboarders. You guys should go check out Mr. Nostalgia's video on it. I fucking loved it. It's amazing.
The episode starts with Zeke and Luther fishing in the middle of the night. Where are their parents? I think Zeke and Luther actually made an effort to never show the boys' parents, but Also, they're meant to be like 15, 16 here. While the boys are fishing, something hits their boat and knocks them out. They find out the next day that this is a shark that actually ended up attacking a kid. So Zeke and Luther visit him in the hospital, and he whispers something in Luther's ear. A news crew is waiting outside to hear what he said to them, and Luther reveals that he told them to jump the shark. Then he says, fuck that, and pins it on Zeke. Exactly what I would have done. So the boys start going through all the stages of grief. Stress, praying to Tony Hawk. That's about it. And eventually Luther goes back to the kid in hospital, asking him why he wants Luther to jump the shark.
If you're referring to Zeke jumping the shark, I never said that.
What?
I merely said bump the cart.
You fat fuck! You've killed Zeke! Luther's gonna be devastated, and that's one of the best fucking Kendrick and SZA songs! Luther tells Zeke he's off the hook, but he decides he still wants to go through with it because it could be the trick that puts him on the map. Later that night, he wakes up from a nightmare that's given him the dupes, which is when a skater's nerves get so bad that they can't perform the simplest tricks or everyday actions. Now, I was wondering while watching this episode, is this a real term? I don't know, but I'm gonna call a random girl in high school that skates to find out. Give me my fucking phone.
Oh god, it's birthing from the front.
Oh! Oh, you're on your phone! Hello? Hi, I'm calling to ask a skating question because you're the only person I know that knows fuck all about it. Like that. Is the dupes a real term? Okay, so you've never heard of the dupes?
No.
Okay. Is there a term for when a skater's nerves get really bad and they can't perform simple tricks? Is there like a real term for that?
I mean, that's like low-key kind of a thing, but like, I don't think people call it anything.
Okay. Alright.
Why? Who's asking you this?
I'm asking because I'm making a video and I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck is it, like if this is real.
It's kind of, no, it's like more like on the spot kind of thing, but I don't think there's like actually a name for it.
Alright.
Alright, all good.
Thanks.
Laters.
Yeah. You heard it here first, Disney XD fucking lied to us. So it gets to the big day and Zeke tells Luther to go no matter what. But since this is a sitcom, something has to go wrong, that being Zeke's shoelace is untied. So when he tells Luther to not go, he punches it anyway. And then he dies, roll credits. No, it doesn't actually happen. He makes the jump, everyone's super happy, and I'm sure Tony Hawk is out there somewhere cheering. I can see why this show got the 3-season run that it did, and I can see why nostalgia fucks with it so much. 4.5 out of 5 blah Hodges. My biases won't let me put this over Lab Rats, but you know, still a solid episode of television. Also, they kill the kid that was in the hospital in the end tag.
Oh boy, Curdy Cheddar, things are looking up.
That splash sound is diabolical. Also played but not premiering that night was Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures Pac-Lantis. Thank God it wasn't a new show so I didn't have to review Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures Pac-Lantis. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Who's that knocking at my door?
5, 6, 7, 8.
It's the cops, let's escape.
9, 10, 11, 12. Those are probably the ages of the people Justin Roiland was texting. I don't want to cover this one, so we're just going to move on from it. Actually, that's it for our honorable mentions, and by honorable mentions, I mean Zeke and Luther. The next real show to premiere was Wonder Over Yonder. I definitely didn't appreciate this show enough as a kid, even though I still liked it. Also, going into this episode, I realized that the B segment of it is literally the only episode of the show I remember vividly. You know, I'm gonna tell a little story. I quit drama classes as a kid, half because I just didn't really want to do it, and the other half was because Lab Rats was on that day of the week, and that shit's fire. And the week I quit, what replaces that time slot but Wonder Over fucking Yonder? You know what, I changed my mind, fuck this show. Also, this is a really good show that deserves to be on Disney Plus, but, like, isn't in Australia. Wonder Over Yonder is peak. Wonder is just a silly little guy, and Lord Hater is a hater, and Sylvia is a boss bitch, That's all you really need to know. This episode starts by just jumping into it. A planet is being invaded by Emperor Awesome, a party shark who's throwing one of his planet-ending parties. Who here has watched Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
You know the season 5 episode where Rick and Summer go to the planets while they're fucking ending? That's basically what this is, but kid-friendly. Except it's not, they're not throwing a party because the world is ending. The world is ending because they're throwing a party. It's like the opposite. Rick and Morty copied it. Also, if you're watching the footage, look how cunty this shark moves. Like, holy shit, this is the sexiest I've ever seen a shark look. I didn't know they could do this in animation. Its ass cheeks are like flapping from its ass. It's insane. Sylvia is immediately down to shutting this down, but Wanda is obsessed with parties and is almost hypnotized by the rhythm. I honestly think this is a flawless episode of television. I wasn't bored at like any point, but I seriously can't get over the shot of Awesome's ass. Like, they'd have some Batman and Robin ass shots in this episode. It's crazy. Wanda beats Awesome in a dance battle. It's peak 6 out of 10 blah Hodges. I lied. This is better than the Lab Rats episode. Our next show is Randy Cunningham.
For 800 years, Norrisville High has been protected by a ninja. No one knows. Every 4 years, a new warrior is chosen. Go ninja! A freshman to fight the forces of evil. I am the ninja. I am Randy Cunningham.
Randy Cunningham, 9th grade ninja, is about Shapesmith the Hedgehog being chosen to be his school's ninja. And he has to fight evil spirits or something while also fighting Bender and Cleveland Brown. Both in Fortnite, by the way.
Look at that boy doing the gritty.
Who are evil scientists with extreme homoerotic shipping potential. This episode is about Bender, aka McFist, opening a giant water slide which goes all around town, which Randy and his friend Howard, by the way, voiced by Mitch Bilski from Henry Danger, peak show. Go watch the Henry Danger iceberg. Do it right now. Randy and Mitch Bilski are the first in line to ride the ride, and they're scared to do so. So Randy sneaks away and commits a terrorist act by bombing the slide. This is bad because the slide is a scheme to get steady water flow into the LaRusso River. LaRusso? Stroke it, Danielson.
It's not the Miyagi-Do way!
Egg roll that no teeth, Danielson. This is a scheme to get a steady flow into the LaRusso River to trap a shark monster that Cleveland created, but then had to trap at the bottom of the ocean. So this bombing releases the shark, and Randy has to fight it. Holy shit, they show Randy and Howard wearing jackets in the middle of summer. Stop complaining about being fucking hot, bitch. Take your jacket off. Bless you. But it's seen that the shark still remembers McFist and wants to get him, so Randy can really just let it do its thing.
The way I see it, we have two choices. Stay and fight, or have a craft.
Watch out! There's a ninja after the break! We'll be right back to Randy Cunningham on Disney XD.
Everybody knows a dog is man's best friend. But what if that dog became a dude? Monday.
What did you do with my dog? I'm a boy now.
A tale of best buds
If you're gonna be a normal boy, you gotta start acting like one.
will be unleashed.
I can be normal. Squirrel! Squirrel!
Chase Norman is Rufus, the dog that became a dude. Monday at 7, only on Nickelodeon.
Get your ninja on!
Get your mouth rounded.
When we get back from the break, Randy is having the same idea I did, but he doesn't want to be lectured by the Ninja Narmacan, which is like a book that's also into moral philosophy, and no one wants to hear from that, so he helps them. He realizes the shark's skin is only dry, so he has to fix the water slide and use McFist and Viceroy as bait, and he rides it down with them. Episode over. They also get a photo on the way down. 4 out of 5 blah Hodges. This was an entertaining episode, but actually, you know what? 3.7. 3.7 out of 5 blah Hodges. It was alright. It wasn't great. Personally, prefer Wonder over Yonder. Fucking amazing show. Our final thing to talk about in this section is Show Me the Sharks, Jump the Shark. This was an online minigame created around Show Me the Shark, where you would play as different Disney XD characters, and it was just like, you'd try and jump the shark.
Read that bit.
Oh, fuck. It's not done until it's off the table. Yeah!
Hey, Happy Halloween. That's probably when this video is coming out. Sorry for the wait. I've just been getting some things in order, let's say. Big things coming soon. But we're at our intermission, and today we are playing Disney XD's Jump the Shark. Okay, I think we can officially say we have a goal. We're gonna buy everything in the shop. Randy Cunningham. It moves really fast, doesn't it? Like how one of them's Adam. And you have 3 stars. Phineas and Ferb with 3 stars on speed. So do... Ooh, so does Milo from Fish Hooks. Oh god, that was awful from me. That was an awful start. Let me retry that. Okay. Boom. Nope, still bad. Still not a good start. Oh, thank you. Oh, and to think I was about to quit. Maybe I still should have quit. That wasn't great. We'll do it till we get in a good... That was awful. That wasn't...
Fuck!
Oh, that was beautiful. That was a gorgeous start. I will say, oh dearie me. And we're still bad.
Fuck!
Alright, choosing Jack from Kicking It. Yeah, we'll choose him. This pod's boring as fuck. Let me know if you want an extended full version on my... Oh, what? You haven't heard?
Oh, have you not heard? It was my understanding that everyone had heard. Heard what? Brian, don't!
I want to announce that I have a Patreon. No, that shit's not gonna fucking work.
Do that. Please do that.
Hell no.
Please do
that shit ain't gonna work.
That's gonna fly. Everyone's gonna love it. Do it. You fucking better.
Before we get back to the video, I want to announce that I have a Patreon. Right now, you can get the... Stop hitting the button. Charlie, stop hitting the button. You can get the Petko Patreon for...
Petko!
You can get the Petko Patreon for only... Someone shouting Petko every time I say it, I think. No, it didn't happen that time I said Petko.
Oh, Petko. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, you can get the Patreon for only $5 USD a month. You know, there's some great videos up there already, like Theo and I's reaction to Blur, and the Splitting Atom video, which will be coming out with a lot of other videos, but you can watch it now for free. I'm just kidding, $5 USD. Broke bitch, buy the Patreon. Buy the Petko Patreon.
Petko.
Turn your orbs to the night sky.
Show me. Show me.
This.
Show me.
This wharf is cursed.
Got a serious bat in the cave, bro.
Brand new Kickin' It on Show Me the Monday. Tomorrow night at 8, 7 Central on Disney XD.
Show Me the Moon Day actually came first before Show Me the Shark. And unlike Show Me the Shark, it actually implies that the eclipse in all of these shows is the same. You're probably thinking, why did you even cover Show Me the Shark? And why did you do it first? Listen, I had the costume first. I need to use it for... You know, I don't have to justify myself to you. Also, I found this image that will be used as our rating system. It's kind of like the same if I go from this way to that way. Back to Kicking It. I deadass almost forgot to write anything about this next episode. The episode starts with the casual drop that the city council found a dead pirate's body when they were building a parking lot. The pirate's name is Longshanks. What the fuck is a shank? I tried looking it up. Apparently a shank is like the name for their legs or something. Jack brings the name Longshanks into question until he turns around and sees these shanks of his.
Whoa. Bro, those are some pretty long shanks.
I like the idea that he walked backwards out of the dojo and didn't make eye contact with this pirate at all. And then he only now turns around and sees his shanks. Either that or this show based on an existence of no object permanence. So when the episode starts, that's when the characters start existing. Turns out it's Pirate Fest and everyone is getting real into it, including their sensei Rudy. Jerry comes back with Mama G's hot tamales, which are all the way from Arizona. Why have both these episodes started with Jack and Milton doing something, Rudy walking into the scene, and then Jerry walking in with some B-plot? It's almost like the show's structure. This show's set in California. This means he drove 12 hours to go get these and then 12 hours back. A full day. And these things apparently still good. There's absolutely no way that shit still tastes good.
Milton, where are you going?
Arizona!
Dude, if it was really that good, I'm sure there's plenty more in the box. Just take one. As Jerry and Milton leave for B-Plot, Arizona, some fisherman comes and starts heralding the wharf's curse, saying that a previous eclipse caused Longshanks to crash onto the shores of Seaford. Also adding on that he'll return tonight for anyone that dares to exist at the same time as the eclipse tonight on the wharf. After the intro, Jack and Rudy stumble into Ty, working at a bowling alley. For those of you that don't know, Ty is a prior antagonist in this show, and his dojo went out of business after they opened the new joint of Bobby Wasabi's martial arts. The fisherman comes in and asks the boys why they didn't listen to his warning for that night, and Rudy starts freaking out as they notice Longshanks is gone from his box and the lights have gone dark. Meanwhile, Jerry and Milton got to Arizona using Jerry's cousin's RV, and they finally bought some of Mama G's hot tamales. After both passing Mama G's strict ordering rules, Milton takes a bite and he adds how he could just use a little bit of hot sauce. This shocks the whole crowd, and Mama G takes Milton's tamales and bans him and Jerry from ever ordering there again. Jerry mentions how he'll never be able to eat one of Mama G's tamales again, and Milton gets an idea at this moment, to reverse engineer the tamales to make ones that are even better than Mama G's. So we cut to Milton bringing the tamales out the RV, and holy fucking shit, this is a Breaking Bad parody in a Disney XD show for children.
Let's cook.
Put the DS away, Walter. I am the one who feeds the virtual dogs. You jammed the navigation systems, Walter. You killed us all, Walter. Back at the dojo, Rudy says how this is all his fault because he's just so irresistible and the ghost just can't help it.
I can't help it. I'm just so good looking.
Ty comes in and says the same thing.
If you were a tormented spirit from beyond, you wouldn't be all over this.
That's nothing. Have you seen this?
A lot of people don't know what to do when they see that much bunda.
He also shows the two some footage of the mall, and there's only a minute missing. And tell me why a ghost that powerful would just kill himself. No, instead they do their own version of the car jump scare commercial with the ghost pirate, who turns out all the lights and walks into the dojo just to aura farm.
You should start believing in ghosts, Jack. Because you're looking at one.
Take the boy!
We'll be right back to the show. Part of Show Me the Monday on Disney XD. The Rufus 2 premiere is almost here.
I can't believe it either. It's great.
Gear up with an all-day marathon starring the many faces of Chase.
I have many moods.
1 Chase, 2 Chase, Super Crew Chase.
The stupid kid again. That's right. I mean, I'm not stupid, but I am here.
3 Chase, 4 Chase, more Chase.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
That all leads to Chase in Rufus 2 Chase.
It's a win-win.
On your day off from school, Monday, January 16th, only on Nick. And now back to the show. Part of Show Me the Monday on Disney XD.
After the break, Jack, Rudy, and Ty plan to escape the dojo through Rudy's office window and sneak to his car, which is parked in a spot for pregnant women. We spent all the time in this bit of him putting on the hoodie, the fake wig, the basketball for the pregnant belly, just for all of it to be gone in the next shot. A fog rolls in, and Ty ends up getting taken from the other two, but they must go on. Meanwhile, Mama G finds out Milton and Jerry are stealing business from her and fucking kidnaps them.
You cook for us now.
I can't believe I have to say this, but spoilers for Breaking Bad. Jack and Rudy get to the bowling alley where they see one of the ghost pirates bowling.
This is bad. I know. If he picks up the spare, he's gonna beat my record.
The ghost disappears and damn! I'd like to see Eddie Burback do that shit. He just got a strike all lanes at the same time. Impressive. Then Longshanks yells from offset and spawns in with built-in iMovie effects on his face. And meanwhile, Disney speedruns all Breaking Bad plots. I can't believe I have to say this in a segment about Kicking It, but spoilers for Breaking Bad. Milton has a rigged automatic tamale maker to his keychain, which is already reminiscent of Hector's wheelchair, and the auto tamale maker is reminiscent of something you would have seen in Gus's super lab under the laundromat. Then Mama G comes up to Jerry and says he's almost as good a cook as Jerry, and they're opening up in Texas, which is a clear representation of when Jesse was sent to teach the cartel how to cook Walt's meth in Season 4, Episode 10. And then Milton presses his keychain, and it turns out it's not the Hector wheelchair thing at all. It's the machine gun Walt hooks up to his car to kill the Nazis in the final episode. Walt dies in the crossfire there. Imagine they just fucking killed off Milton in this episode. He's just gone after that. Back at the wharf, a bunch of ghosts surround Jack and Rudy. But when Jack tries to kick one, he kicks straight through it, and then he gets attacked by another. But when he's on the ground, he spots Rudy's night vision goggles, which when he puts on, he figures out that some of the ghosts are projected, meanwhile, some of them are actual people. So they go up to the wharf security office, and they find out Ty is controlling this, along with the fishermen. And when I tell you, this is just the exact plot of The Haunting of Mission Creek, just released exactly to the day 6 months later. Ty thought scaring Rudy and driving him off the wharf would end up making some of his students come back to him. But now he's been foiled, and he has to be publicly humiliated. So Ty gets dunked into one of those water tank games where you gotta throw the thing at the target, and does it have a name? And the winner who dunks him comes to collect their prize, and it's Longshanks. Is he real? Is he not? This doesn't make... who fucking cares? In the end tag, we see Rudy using the projector to make people think he's out on a date with a hot chick. The boys fuck with it. Who cares? But we see something very interesting in the credits for this episode, which is Leo Howard getting freaky outside a window, which makes me think that there was a deleted scene cut for time, which would explain how Rudy lost the whole pregnant woman get-up. His Preggers cosplay. This episode is getting the whole hog mid-totality, the peak of the eclipse, because this episode's peak just for the Breaking Bad parody. If it didn't have that, I don't even know what it would be. Probably a 1. But just for the Breaking Bad parody, this shit is mid-totality peak.
That one time when the total lunar eclipse happened?
I want that big banana.
Show me the Monday!
Continues next.
On Disney XD.
Awesome!
Show me.
A once-in-a-lifetime lunar eclipse.
Show me.
People with no social lives!
Show me.
A really hot Godzilla in a bikini.
Brand new Mighty Med on
Show me the Monday!
Monday night at 8:30, 7:30 Central on Disney XD.
Our next episode is Mighty Med's Night of the Living Nightmare, with the title obviously being a reference to, say it with me now, Shaun of the Dead. The episode starts with Kaz getting a call from Jordan on his phone, and when I tell you, I have never had this much hate and vitriol for a fucking character than Jordan from Mighty Med. Jordan's whole character kind of comes off as the writers trying to make a goth character, but like, not really. Like, she's not even really alt enough that she'd be called emo by some like SJs on the train. Oliver tells Kaz not to answer the call, but even after the full sentence is finished and spoken out of his mouth, Kaz still does it. Jordan asks Kaz and Oliver if they're going to be at the Goblins and Gargoyles tournament that night at the Domain. And as she asks this, Skylar walks in, and for a bit of context, she goes to human school and her cover name is Connie.
Hi, Jordan. Ooh, is that Connie?
Man, she even hates Skylar. I cannot stand this bitch. And I don't want to see no hate for the actress in the comments or your shit will be deleted. Deleted! So now it's Skylar's mission in the B plot to make Jordan her friend, and we're not covering this because I don't fucking care. Go watch Kean Carlisle's video on the whole show. Then we get an appearance from the GOAT, Horace Diaz. He makes any episode he walks into 2,000 times better just from his appearance. He tells the boys that they'll have to work night shift that night at the hospital, which should be totally fine and not scary.
Unless a once-in-a-lifetime lunar eclipse creates the most dangerously horrifying night ever. But what are the odds of that? By the way, the odds are 99 out of 100.
Yeah, never mind, these boys are cooked. Oliver tells his mum that he's staying at Kaz's house, and Kaz just says to Oliver that his parents won't even notice that he's not home.
My parents have 11 kids. They won't even know I'm missing.
Bro, who is your dad? Nick Cannon? Why do you have so many siblings? Then we get the fire intro song sung by Adam, Madam, Give Me Your Purse Hicks. This shit's a banger. And I'm glad he's out of jail now. He seems he's doing pretty well for himself, and we fuck with that here at the Petko channel. Anyway, fire intro, 10 out of 5 Blahaj. That was the last rating system. 2 mid-totality moons. Mind-reading hero Neo Cortex comes into Mighty Med as he's having a little bit of power problems. More specifically, anytime he tries to read someone's mind, they end up falling into a deep sleep. Oliver goes over to help him, but the last time Oliver treated him in the last episode he was in, he kind of turned his head into a bomb.
I was kind of hoping to talk to Dr. Anyone but you.
They come up with a plan to use the mind-reading device, which makes the wearer see the other wearer's thoughts, but both of them look exactly the same, so I don't know how they tell which one's the transmitter and which one's the receiver. They use this after Neo Cortex sleeps Philip and sees having a dream about winning the biggest head award. I assume his only other competition was like Jimmy Neutron. After Philip snaps out of it, Oliver says that they have to kill Neo Cortex immediately, but Kaz says they've got to use it to see what everyone's deepest desires at the hospital are.
Put Lizard Man into a daydream. I bet his fantasy involves Godzilla, but like a really hot Godzilla in a bikini.
In American releases, Godzilla is gendered as male, which sucks extra hard because Monarchy of Monsters sounds way more sick than King of Monsters. But it also means that canonically, they're kind of talking about femboys, which canonically means that Lizard Man is into femboys. He just like me, for real, for real. Neo Cortex accidentally sends out a blast of energy that makes the entire hospital drowsy. And this is after the eclipse happens, which means everyone's now fallen into their nightmares. We're shown this through Alley Cat, who is having a nightmare about falling into a bottomless pit.
What happened? That bottomless pit? It turns out it had a bottom.
She starts flatlining, and this makes everyone realize that when you die in one of these Neo Cortex inspired nightmares, you end up dying in real life. So now it's up to Horace, who's now shown up, as well as Kaz, Oliver, and Neo Cortex to keep everybody awake.
Whoops. Given the circumstances, that was a rather unfortunate choice of ringtones.
There, in the sky! Show me. Show me. Show me. Brand new Lab Rats on Show Me the Monday! Monday night at 9, 8 Central on Disney XD. Or you may be able to see this episode right now on Watch Disney XD.
You know what I realized this is? This is, you know, The Edge of Sleep with Markiplier? There's this show called The Edge of Sleep with Markiplier, and people are realizing when people go to sleep, they're just dying. Markiplier stole this for The Edge of Sleep with Markiplier. After the break, the gang is trying to keep everybody awake, while Oliver gets a call from his mum. Oliver says that his mum's very overprotective, and if he doesn't pick up this call, then she's gonna go straight to Kaz's house and realize that neither of them are there. First of all, your mother's not overprotective, because her letting you sleep at a friend's house in the first place, unheard of in my household. We then see that Kaz has recreated a full setup of his bedroom in the rec room of the hospital. Oliver tells Kaz to fake sleep, and then he picks up the call from his mum, who's convinced and hangs up. After getting off the call, Oliver tells Kaz to wake up, but then he realizes he's actually fallen asleep and now is marked for death. Oliver rolls Kaz into the main hospital room and asks if there's any way to use the Mind Link device to get him out of his nightmare.
The Mind Link device isn't working. The lunar eclipse has caused all our technology to malfunction.
Oh, brother, this plot stinks! You were literally using it 5 minutes ago to spy on Catgirl. What was it named? Her name's not Catgirl. You were literally using it to spy on Cat Lady's dreams like 5 minutes ago when the eclipse had already started. And now your equipment is broken? Come on, man. Oliver tells Neo Cortex to stack his powers of mind reading and mind projection to send Oliver into Kaz's nightmare so he can help him escape. This works, and Oliver drops into Kaz's dream, watching Kaz be handed the worst paper of his life.
A job application!
Oh, and then the teacher turns into the supervillain Megahertz. So Oliver tells Kaz to imagine Megahertz in a cage. So he does, They run out into the hall, and Oliver explains to Kaz what's going on.
You have the power to do anything you think you can do.
Anything you can dream about here, you can make. Zero limits.
So Kaz ends up finding the cure to male loneliness.
It always helps to have a cool coat.
And then starts moving like he's in Mirror's Edge in real life. Game lab with MatPat R. So then Kaz matrixes his way out by using a clone of himself, but there's still a problem. Everybody in the hospital is still falling asleep, and they have nowhere near enough time to go into all their minds and waking up and... Huh? What's that? The lunar eclipse ends and everybody wakes up? The episode ends there. Really. It just ends there, okay? On to the next one. Oh wait, mid-partial totality for that, because that was just a really rushed ending. Yeah, alright, on to the next one, I guess.
It's a mad, mad, mad moon day.
The mental moon madness isn't over yet.
Arr!
Show me the moon day.
Continues next.
Only on
Disney XD.
I think we lost her.
Our next episode is Lab Rat's Principal from Another Planet. The episode starts with Chase welcoming Adam to the living room and giving him freeze-dried food pellets because they're watching the lunar eclipse that night and that's what astronauts eat. This is why Lab Rats is the best Disney Channel show of all time, alright? It's fire and it's educational. Mr. Davenport ends up geeking out about the eclipse.
I haven't been this excited since the meteor shower in '98.
This is also true. The 1998 Leonid meteor shower is a real thing. After the intro, we see that Leo is actually making a log on that night's events on the lunar eclipse. This is really cute because it reminds me of those web series Who is Marcus videos that Leo used to do back in like season 1 and 2. I actually wonder if this moment is like an intentional reference to those. Everyone starts dogging on Leo for buying into supernatural bullshit, but Leo claims that during the last eclipse he saw a bird flying backwards and no one believed him. Bree's response starts with,
It's not that we didn't believe you.
but that would imply that they spent the last lunar eclipse together as a family. But the last full lunar eclipse before this episode took place all the way back in like December 2011, which would clash with the timeline of the show because Leo moves in February 2012. Continuity error, continuity error. Although there's a chance that it could have just been a partial eclipse and not a lunar eclipse. Mr. Davenport assures Leo that this is just a normal astrological event and no weird shit's going on. And just as he says this, Principal Perry busts into the room and she says that she saw aliens hiding on her neighbor's roof and that they're using the eclipse to hide their spacecraft so they can invade Earth.
I read about this in line at the supermarket. It's true. Aliens live among us.
Stop posting about the
So Perry runs down to their lab. I guess the only reason she showed up here is so that she could just use their lab to barricade herself. Mr. Davenport brings up NASA's live feed of the eclipse to try and prove to them that nothing is going on. This is until Leo notices something moving in front of the moon. This makes Perry launch into a rant about the aliens' plan to take over the Earth by impregnating someone and making them hatch their alien eggs. And just as she says this, Chase's stomach grumbles. Holy shit, we got Chase Davenport impreg before GTA 6. Let's fucking go! But as it turns out, Chase just ended up eating too many astronaut pellets.
I was in the bathroom. Should I invite you next time? Yeah.
So Perry tries to chase Chase down, and after everybody stops, Mr. Davenport tries to calm everybody.
Stop it. Okay, you're being ridiculous. No one is an alien. Everything is fine.
The delivery of this line would have been retroactively made so much better if it was revealed right after this that Davenport was actually the alien. But no. Instead, green goop starts leaking out of Principal Perry's ear. And then she starts puking all over the floor.
We'll be right back to Lab Rats, part of Show Me the Monday on Disney XD.
Saturday, we're expecting an all-new Henry Danger.
Schwaz told us if you eat one, it'll grow and hatch inside of your stomach. Schwaz, did I just get pregnant with an alien baby?
Ray's delivering a bundle of joy.
Congratulations. Yay.
And a ton
The alien pregnancy is making him crazy.
of
That there. What? Real Chinese food!
drama.
This place is
a mess.
Don't miss a brand new Henry Danger. Saturday at 8 on Nick.
And now, back to Lab Rats, part of Show Me the Monday on Disney XD.
After the break, we see Principal Perry roaming around the Davenport's house like a Roomba. And then the alien tongues Donald on their venom shit. Hear me out. Alien Principal Perry times Donald Davenport Rule 34 is probably out there in the universe somewhere. Like 8 billion people on this earth, and you're telling me not one person watched this episode and went, huh. And if not, artists, this is your chance to prove yourself.
It licked me. It licked me!
Davenport starts having an existential crisis about the fact that aliens are real. And spoilers for the end of this episode, like, this episode isn't canon. But then they have the whole Mighty Med crossover episode. And, like, Skylar's an alien. He doesn't freak out at that. Like, this concept never gets revisited with Skylar, which I think is just a little weird. The rats make a plan to try and trap Perry in one of their capsules so they can find a way to stop her. But as they get her down to the lab, she turns back into normal Perry for a second, and they don't use this golden opportunity to try and quickly explain to her what's happening and get her into one of the capsules. No, instead, they try and use Chase as bait so she can go and try and trap him, and instead he turns on her and closes it, which doesn't work, because she turns back into the alien before they get a chance to do that. Adam tries to hit her, but she counters. Yeah, this alien's stronger than Adam, which is literally like the strongest person in this whole verse. These guys are cooked. So now a Scooby-Doo style chase scene occurs, but this is like a Disney XD show, so the only sets they really have are like the lab set and the living room set.
I think there's someone hanging right there.
They eventually find Alien Perry sleeping on the floor, and as Leo goes in to get a close-up, she wakes up and kidnaps him. They follow Alien Perry to Mission Creek High and find Leo webbed up against the wall with 3 alien eggs just sitting there. So Adam ends up lasering the eggs, which makes the mothership sense danger and just take Perry, which ends up freeing Leo from the webs. So he thanks the rats with a subtle voice crack.
I'm free!
Kind of crazy they just took Principal Perry and we never see her again for the rest of the show. What? They spit her back down again immediately with a note.
If this thing represents humankind, you can keep your planet. We're moving on to Mars.
And the episode ends apart from a post-credit scene where they seriously do a fake-out reveal that all the events of the episode were a part of a student film that Leo was making for class. Are you serious? What a lazy way to end the episode. I mean, imagine if I just cut